when I was reborn and returned to the year I was 8 years old. The first thing I did was ask my parents to get divorced. I left my wealthy mother behind and chose to live with my poor father because in my previous life, when my parents divorced, I was still young. I chose my mother under her coaxing, thinking I would have a good life. But when I grew up, I unfortunately suffered from a serious illness. My mother and stepfather refused to spend money on treating me. They even forced me to sign a property transfer agreement. In the end, they pulled out my oxygen tube. It was not until I died that I found out that my father had actually been secretly funding my education all along. I passed away filled with regret. Perhaps God took pity on me and let me be reborn back to the year my parents divorced. This time, I was determined to change my fate. So I immediately told my father to divorce my mother, then drove my mother away. My father was deeply moved by my decision. He took out all his savings to pay for my schooling, but instead, I took that money to the stock exchange and bought a stock that had plummeted sharply. A wealthy businesswoman saw what I was doing. She advised me to calm down, saying that this stock would never rise. She told me to sell it and go back to school, but I took the opportunity to make a bet with her. I said if the stock went up in a while, she would have to go on a date with my dad. I just happened to need a beautiful stepmother. She confidently accepted the bet. At that moment, my father rushed to the stock exchange in a panic. When he saw that I had used my tuition fees to buy stocks, he was very angry, but I told him to rest assured, claiming that we would make a lot of money in 10 minutes. Unexpectedly, my mother also showed up. She had already found herself a new partner quickly. They deliberately showed off their affection in front of my father, saying that he was destined to be a loser for the rest of his life. My usually calm father suddenly became furious. He proposed a bet to those two people. That wealthy businessman agreed. He even boasted that if the stock did not rise in 3 minutes, my father would have to serve him like a slave. Time passed quickly, but the stock I bought kept falling. The wealthy businesswoman said I had caused a huge disaster and blamed me for getting my father involved in this trouble. But I remained calm and composed because I knew that the stock would suddenly skyrocket in the last 10 seconds.